everyone, I am welcoming you all once again to this channel. So today I am going to make a video on this kind of structure. You must have seen that this Prussian Blue Analogue, that is also known as PBA in a short form, so which includes this manganese ferrum and CN6, like this Sodium Manganese Hexacyanoferrate, and this is a very popular cathode material for sodium ion batteries. And also how the sodium ion inserted into different sites and all that also we will see. So today I want to design this kind of structure. You can see that this is a cubic framework of that, and this is when they get different phase transition during the sodiation process. So I want to show how to make this kind of structure using our VESTA. So for that, let's go to our materials project. So here I want to search for this CuFeCN6, and let's see that whether it is coming or not. Otherwise I can search only FeCN6. Yeah, so this kind of structure came Na₂FeCuCN6. Let's click over here. So as you can see that two such phases are available, and one this cubic phase is also experimentally verified. So I am clicking on here. And right now the structure is appeared on our here. Now let's download the CIF file for the same. So I have downloaded the CIF for this. Let's go and open that downloaded CIF into our VESTA software. So I'm going to the downloads, and using VESTA I will open that CIF that we have downloaded now. Let's see. So as you can see that this is a particular structure of this Na₂CuFeCuCN6. Okay, and you can also see that all these blue colors are copper, and this little this kind of yellow, like dark yellow we can say. So this color is or you can also say this is a golden kind of color. So this is also in this is the ferrum, and all the Fe atoms are binded, they are near to this carbon, so they are making FeC6, and all the copper atoms they are near to this in nitrogen atom, so this is CuN6. Okay, and this yellow color atoms, these big molecules, these are sodium ion, and depending on their ionic radii, so based on that this size of all these atoms are defined. Okay, so this is a very typical cubic structure of that kind of those kind of cathode material, which are also known as Prussian Blue Analogue, that is PBS. Okay, so now with this, so I want to convert this structure to the PAS format. So here I will write it into simply POSCAR. So let's save this structure. I am saving it to the fractional coordinate, and now I will go and open the same structure here. So here you can see that it has 4 Fe unit, 4 Fe atom, and 4 copper, and 8 sodium, and 24 nitrogen. So as a whole how many atoms? So this is 48, and then this is 8 and 8 16. Okay, so as we can see that we have this much number of atoms, which is 48 plus 48, 50, 52, and 56, then yeah, 64 atoms I think. Yeah, okay, so now here also we can see that this atom number is 64. Okay, next what we want to do here, we want to make the composition like Fe and Mn. So at the place of copper you can also do some change. So before making the change, I also want to open the same postcard that I have saved now. Here I am opening this postcard that we have saved. So as you can say, this is same with this copper atom here. And now we will change this this copper to ferrum to manganese, so that we can have this sodium manganese hexacyanoferrate kind of structure. So now I am going and I am going to the insert mode, and here I am changing this copper to Mn. Simply I have written this Mn instead of copper. Now I will open the newly saved file here, similar way. Open. Now you can see that all these copper atoms are now replaced with this. See, these blue color atoms are now become pink color, so that is the like this for this manganese, and it also has the same number of atoms and all. So let's go to that paper. So what that paper was suggesting, that how the structure was made in that paper. Okay, so there, this, as you can see, the kernel, all the kernel atoms are having Mn. So it depends, like you want to put the Mn atoms in the high spin state or low spin state. So depending on that, you can also arrange your structure. In our case, we have kept this Fe atom on the kernel, and here they have kept this manganese atom on the kernel. So it will, I hope it will not matter much, but no, it will matter, because depending on the spin state. But when in a repeating unit, the structure will be repeated, like this is a unit cell. So in a bigger for a cathode material, this kind of unit will be repeated for a certain number, then we can have our cathode material or something. So this way, when here it is manganese, then it will come, and then again another ferrum will come, then again manganese. So this way it will repeat. Okay, if you also want to design such kind, exactly same kind of material, then simply what we can do, that we can simply change this this number, like here the name, instead of Fe we can write Mn here, and here we can write Fe. Now you can see that the structure will now become like that, what that paper has shown. So I am again going to open the same file in the POSCAR, so in the VESTA. So this POSCAR file I am opening. As you can see that now all these kernel atoms are now, what happened, yeah. So we need to also change this number of this position of this nitrogen and carbon. So for, because here we have seen that nitrogen atoms are connected to the ferrum, that should not be the case. So here nitrogen, and here will be the carbon. Now let's see that whether it is okay or not. So I'm opening it again. Yeah, now it is okay. You see that this all these manganese atoms are now combined, bonded to the nitrogen, and the ferrum atom are now combined to the carbon. Okay, let's go there in that paper. Yeah, they have also shown that manganese is bonded to the nitrogen, and ferrum is connected to the carbon. Okay, so this kind of structure we have made. Also here one thing, another thing to notice, that so here you can see that it all these sodium atoms present over here are now on the face center position. That means it must have a like, if this is one unit cell, so this atom will be on 0.25 along all the three directions. So depending on that, depending on the like the size of the unit cell, we can define this position. You can see in a typical um, this direct coordinate. So like in the fractional coordinate, what happens usually, you can see that we define all these numbers using the fractional coordinate. So as you can see, all the sodium atoms are now 0.25, 0.75, depending on the size of the unit cell, and some are in this way. But if you want this molecule, like I can show you side by side, you can see that if you want these atoms, like all the sodium atoms, to present on the on the face centered position, then we need to do certain changes. So here these are all in the 0.75, 0.25 on this kind of position. So if you want to change this, if you have aligned your structure like this, and you want to change this molecule from body center position to the face center position where they will appear at the face, so you just need to change this z axis or any axis. We will see first, we will do our experiment with this z axis value. Okay, here I am going to the insert mode and I am changing all these respective z axis value to 0 0. Okay, let's do it here. So I am changing all these number to 0 0 as we have 8 atoms. So we will change all these 8 coordinates. Okay, now all our 8 atoms coordinate has been now changed. Let's see whether they are coming to the face centered part or not. So I have opened. Now I will see it in the on the b axis. You can see that they have came. Okay, so they have came to the face centered position. But what one thing I have noticed, that maybe some atoms are missing, because we are only able to see only 4 atoms, because these 4 atoms are nothing but the mirror image of these 4 atoms. So but here at this point the like 4 atoms are missed. So now we will see here that what happened. Maybe some atoms position are repeated. So 0.25, 0.75, 25, 25, 25, 25. Okay, so here you can see that this is 25, this is also 25, and this is also 0. That means here we need to do what? We will write this as 0.50. That means exactly at the center 50, and here we will put it as 50, because this is the same coordinate that is repeated, 0.25 and 0.75. Next is 7575, 7525, and again 7525. Okay, here also we need to change this to 50, and next also will be 50. Okay, now save this. No, this is 0 0 above this. Yeah, this one is 50. Okay, let's save it. And here I am again going to open it in the VESTA. Let's see what happened. Yeah, this time this structure is now correct, and it's completely builded with the face centered position at the where the all the sodium atoms are in the face center. If you also want to delete, because sometimes people interpret like there are 12 sodium atoms, but actually this is not 12. This is only coming because of the periodicity. If you also want to delete this for a representation view, so you can use this select option and then delete simply. And you can also delete this. Yeah, that we can also do here. Like we don't want any bond between this sodium and nitrogen and sodium. So I am deleting all these face centered atom that are present over here because of the mirror image. Okay, now you see that all these atoms are now present on the face center position. So this way we can convert any of this kind of Prussian blue. As you know, various such structures are available, like cobalt, nickel instead of manganese. There also people are doing work on that. Sometimes people added dopants and all. That also you can do on the based on the respective position. You can also add your dopant or any other atom, and this way you can arrange the position of the sodium atoms on the body center position or on the face center. Okay, so I hope you all are understanding, and this much for today's session, and thank you all.